Alright, let's learn how to estimate differences. We're going to outline steps that we will follow to estimate differences, and then we're going to use those steps to estimate some examples. So the first thing you're going to do is to round each of the numbers to the place value specified, and then we subtract the rounded numbers. So estimate 862 minus 57 by rounding each of the numbers to the nearest 10. So we have 862 and then we have 57. So we're trying to round to the nearest 10. So 6 is the number in the tens position. We look to the right, it's less than 5. So we have rounding down 860. And we have 5 is the number in the tens position. We look to the right, that number is 5 or more. And so we're going to round up to 60, and then we can subtract. And then we have 0 here, 6 minus 6 is 0, and then we have 800. Next example, we have 6,824 and then 1,684. So we run into the nearest thousand. So 6 is the number in the thousands position. We look to the right, and what do we see? We find a number that is 5 or more, so we round up to 7,000. And then we look at 1 here is the number in the thousand position. We look to the right, the number there is 6, which is 5 or more, so we round up to 2,000, and then we can subtract, and we are left with 5,000. Now our next example, estimate the difference between 6,851 and 692 by rounding the numbers to the nearest 100. So we have 6,851 and we have 692. So what we're going to do now is round to the nearest 100. So 8 is in the 100 position. We look to the right. You have 5 or more. So we're going to round up to 6,900. And then we look at 6 in the 100th position. We look to the right. We see a 9, which is 5 or more. So we're going to round up to 700 and then subtract 0, 0, 9 minus 7, 2, 6 minus 0, we have 6. And then our final example, estimate the difference between 7,746 and 2,762 by rounding to the nearest thousand. So the number in the thousand position here is 7. I look to the right of that number. I have a number that is 5 or more, so I round up to 8,000. The number in the thousand position here is 2. I look to the number on the right. I have a 7, and so I'm going to round up to 3,000. And then now we can subtract. So we have 0, 0, 0, and then 5.